Start of off-season workouts feels like a full circle moment for two members of the Cardinals defense. Xavier Thomas and Jordan Burch were youth league rivals turned high school teammates, now lining up right next to each other in the NFL. Their chemistry is unspoken, but they sure had a lot to say about their time together as teenagers in our Sunday conversation. These practice fields in Tempe are a long way from home for Jordan Burch and Xavier Thomas, but they're in it together, just like old times. Thomas is into his second year in the NFL, Burch beginning his first set of off-season workouts. When the Cardinals took him in the third round of the NFL draft,
the Arizona Cardinals select Jordan Burch.
They rekindled a connection that started in South Carolina. Thomas and Burch were born and raised in the town of Florence.
You get like a homey feeling when you're there. Everybody's pretty nice.
Being from a small town, everyone is behind you and supports you from that town.
Population was small, but the goals were big. Thomas knew his big break would come in high school.
I grew up just dreaming of being a Wilson Tiger and wearing the purple and gold, and that's what I did during that time and still repping to this day.
Wilson High School opened in 1868 as the first public school in the city. It was already on the map, but Thomas made the entire country care. By the time he was a junior, a consensus five-star recruit and a top 5 prospect nationally.
I just knew I had an example to make, just to show those guys how I look and how to carry it the right way.
One of those proteges was Jordan. He had played against Xavier in youth leagues.
He used to truck everybody. Everybody was scared to go tackle him, but I'll go hit him.
They joined forces as high school teammates in 2016. Xavier a junior, Jordan a freshman.
You got a 5-star, #1 player in the nation, right in your hometown, so why not, gain something from it or, ask as many questions.
But first, Burch had to answer a question for himself.
He wanted to be a running back, a wide receiver, and a point guard at 6'5", 250 pounds.
Thomas Balcom was the head coach at the time. He said he didn't want Burch to fumble the bag.
I told him, you're going to make your living with your hand in the ground. I said, son, you're going to be a tremendous defensive end. I said, I'm telling you, trust me.
Burch's decision to trust ended up unveiling the truth. Thomas and Burch only played one season together before transferring, but the duo was deadly.
With him being a bookend to Xavier, I mean, it was ridiculous, actually.
People definitely had the game plan for us. We definitely had a good amount of talent on that side of the ball.
Thomas said, well, he took him under his wing at the start. Burch quickly grew wings of his own. Takeoff, just a matter of time.
I want to be like you when I grow up, type thing, but not knowing his time was coming regardless.
Time wound up being a flat circle.
We happened to be on the same team that I go to, same city, just played in high school together, so it didn't feel real at first.
Now both with the Cardinals, the past repeats.
The same as high school, where I came in not really knowing much about the position, and he kind of showed me how, to go about it.
From Florence, South Carolina, to flourishing in the NFL.
It's something you just see about in the movie.
A long way from home, but the feeling of home just a few steps away.
A locker mate right next to me, so any questions I need, I just ask him.
That's so cool, Jim.
Probably in their best interest to not hit Jonathan Gannon during the drills.